Well, hi everybody, it's Leanne Greff with today's live video every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time here on Facebook. I also upload my videos to YouTube, and the YouTube videos never go away. The Facebook ones are deleted after 30 days, so it's best if you follow me on Facebook. I'm going to show my channel. You can just type in on the search Leanne Greff and you should see my channel come up pretty easily without too much effort. So I'm gonna refresh my screen, make sure I'm live in the right place. Yes, there we go. Okay, all right, there we go. Hi Candy, hi Doris, welcome. Thank you for popping in and spending your time with me today. I have lots and lots to share as usual, but today I think I have more. The beginning of each month, Stampin' Up! Releases their specials, usually on the first Tuesday. We released most of them last week, but there's a new one starting yesterday that I want to cover. Here's the inventory status report. Here is my YouTube channel. If you're not following me there, I hope you will. You will see everything you can look up. And there's recently I'm adding links to all the project sheets in my group in the description of my videos. So it does help to follow me on YouTube, and I'd love to get more subscribers. Some of you might remember when I was hacked a couple years ago, about 2.5 years ago. I lost my YouTube channel. I had over 10,000 subscribers, and I couldn't even tell them because I lost who they were, lost my email address, everything. I got hacked. So I have a little better security efforts now, so that shouldn't happen again, but that was pretty devastating. Anyway, there's the inventory status report. Not a lot on there, a few things, and some are into November, which is unfortunate, but we are in October now. So, hi Trina, hi Melinda, welcome. All right, so that's that. I can't wait to show you the cards today that I'm sharing, but there's so much other things to share first. We are in our second month of the mini catalog, and also the online exclusives started last month. So there's 3 suites in here and lots of other things. There's that. I do want to mention Paper Pumpkin because Paper Pumpkin, there's only a few days left, 3 days left to get this October Cozy Christmas suite kit, and I saw a preview of it for demonstrators, and it is so good. I actually ordered a second kit. So if you are a subscriber and you paused, you will want to unpause if you want to get some easy, beautiful Christmas cards. It has some stitched look, some flocking, beautiful traditional colors like cherry cobbler, garden green, real red. That's the color of the Stampin'. Oh, pecan pie is the Stampin' Spot. But yeah, it is beautiful. Now the November kit is going to be tags with a box, but the tags are sized where you can turn them into cards if you want that. And the December one is watercolors and flowers. Looks like a blues and green scene. So yeah, and this is the add-on. So only subscribers can get the add-on dies. They're $12. And yeah, they're beautiful and used in each of these 3 kits. That's how these dies work. They coordinate with each of these 3. So I hope you subscribe or get a 3-month at the minimum. Now remember, you are in full control of your Paper Pumpkin kits. If you like this one, but you say, I don't want tags or I don't want this one, you just pause. And then you restart it when you want a kit. And they always give us a good month, 3 to 4 weeks ahead of time to know what the theme is and what we're going to get. We don't know it all, but we get the theme. So Paper Pumpkin is awesome. I just love getting my kits because they're so fun to play with, and I give my subscribers and my team a free tutorial of bonus projects every month, and we have about 10 or more bonus projects in our tutorial. So yeah, it's great and so fun to play with, and just get those easy crafting projects. So speaking of easy crafting, through tomorrow, our kit collections are 30% off, and you can see them when you go to shopwithleanne.com, Click on menu, and then you can click on kits. And there are so many kits. They're just gorgeous. I want to show you a few of them. Now, these are the 3 new ones. Then the ones I ordered are coming tomorrow, of course. So they will be here next week, and I'll show you, but I can't show you in time for the sale. But Calm and Bright is brand new, the Nutcracker tags, and then Christmas scrapbooking album, little mini album is one of the other kits. So these are all up to 30% off. There are some great deals. I'm going to show you, I spent some time making the handmade and heartfelt kit yesterday. So this comes with a gorgeous stamp set. I'll show you this so you can see. Beautiful greetings. I love the font. So you get that. You get a clear block. You get a whole pack of dimensionals and a bunch of gems. Now, so this little holder is perfect to gift to somebody. This whole thing was, I think it was 32, and now it's like 28 or something, and it's 10 cards, but I made more. So I believe this is, no, that's my bonus. Maybe it's these. This is the traditional card that, no, this one is. I changed them all up so much. I believe one of these is closer to the traditional. I think it might be this one. But I changed it up and changed up the background, and you can see the difference there. Now, let's see. This is the traditional, what they recommended you make. And then I changed it up and added it to a crumb cake card base. Added a couple flowers. But before I did this, I took this whole thing, flipped it over, and used a blending brush to create that pattern on another one of their card bases. So I extended my kit from 10 cards to 13 cards by adding. So this was the original card, and, oh wait, okay, see this card base? I'm so confused, sorry. I cut them up, this card base, I cut it in half, cut them into 2 pieces and then into strips, and took this piece, this big floral, cut it in half and used 2 of them to make 2 more cards on a petal pink card base. So it was so fun to play with these. This one I didn't change up much. This is the original, and then I added, you get a ton extra of the little greeting strips, and I added a little piece of petal pink there. So I changed that one up a little bit. This one is how the original was meant to be, except I added double the twine. You get a nice bunch of twine, which is in basic beige. And here I took the punch outs of these circles and made a little cloud, a little faux cloud. So changed that one up a little bit. This one I didn't change up much at all, except the gems. But you get these gorgeous gems, 2 different sets, and all the twine, all the greeting strips. I didn't have to add any greeting strips to make my 13 cards. But in the envelopes, there's what's left of my twine, quite a bit. These are the envelopes to go with the cards. So in Lost Lagoon, pretty, and you get a Secret Sea ink spot. So it's a complete kit that makes 10 cards if you don't change anything, and 13 or more if you do change anything. So this is the handmade and heartfelt kit right now, and it is reduced in price. So, and plus you get this gorgeous box stamp set. Everything is what they call all-inclusive because you don't need anything extra except maybe some adhesive. And so that's what I played with. So the other kits I wanted to share are, oh, I don't remember the name of this one, but something Thank You Kindly, I believe. So here are the gorgeous cards. I don't think I even have them all. I think there's 2 more yet. I think it's 8 cards and envelopes. This is such a great gift because you don't have to stamp anything. All you do is assemble, and they even include dimensionals and glue dots and everything for people who don't have anything. So this is a great kit for people who don't stamp, or you just want to give some cards to. Now the other one, I don't think I made all the cards, but this one is called Painted, let's see, Painted Wishes, and they're beautiful with kind of a, I almost want to say a pretty peacock foil printing. It's pre-printed, no stamping, just assembly. You get the gorgeous gems, the twine or the gold thread. So this is another one. These are about like, they were 14. I think they're down to 12 something, these two last kits I showed you. So great deals through Wednesday on kits. And hey, if you are a demonstrator or want to be a demonstrator, you can add these to your starter kit right now with the deal I'll talk about in a minute. Or if you're a demonstrator, hey, you get 30% off plus your 20 to 25% off. So that's a huge savings, and what a great gift for somebody who either stamps or doesn't stamp to have their own cards to send. So, you know, take advantage, demonstrators. You should really, really take advantage of this deal for meeting your minimums while giving a gift. So it's a twofold win. Okay, all right. So I also wanted to share, now this is not on the kit discount, but this is the big 12 days of crafting advent calendar. Okay, so this is the stamp set. Actually you get two, and it shows them in the front, but they're much bigger. So these are the greetings. So that shows you one set up here and the other set down here. You get one greeting and one a floral, I guess you call it. So that's the stamp set that comes with it. And then in each one of these windows, I'll give you a peek, there is a gift, a product gift. So that was designer paper, and the other one is a set of dies that matches the stamps. And there's more die. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but there's gems, there's dies, there's fun product. It's all product. And this is $99. It's called 12 Days of Crafting, and well worth the price. And what a great gift. If you have somebody who likes to craft, what a fabulous gift to give them before Christmas for 12 days of crafting Advent, if you want to call it that. So I was really thrilled with everything that was in there. I am going to make 12 projects and gift them the PDF tutorial to everybody who purchases this from me, plus my team. My team gets all of my tutorials, and there's usually 4 every month with my, this is my project tutorial of the month. So everybody who orders from me from my online store gets a PDF tutorial for this. Of course, so does my team. My team gets my paper pumpkin tutorials, and of course my kits to go, which I'll show you. I have them ready. So excited to show you. So speaking of my team, I hope that you guys consider this. If you're not a demonstrator already, I've had a few people join already this month, and it's such an amazing deal for, if you want to go inexpensive, $35 to become a demonstrator and enjoy the 20% off for as long as you wish. You're going to get $125 worth of products of your choice, free shipping, free paper pumpkin, and free catalogs. Or go with the $99 option and you get $189 worth of products. Honestly, I would go with this one because they're both $90 of free product, and then you can put more money towards an order and get 20% off, which helps meet your minimums. So the minimums to stay active is $300 a quarter, but remember, you're getting 20% off that $300. So think about it, $20 for every 100, $20 off for every 100 with your 20%. So your total to maintain is $240 for 3 months. So it's a fabulous deal. And you know what? You don't have to meet your minimums until the end of March. And every order you place until March counts towards that $300. Such a great deal. Oh, I hope you consider joining my team. We have a great group of demonstrators. You will have early access to the January-April mini catalog, the pre-order, the January online exclusives. You have access to the annual catalog, the next new big catalog, 26-27 catalog in March. Yeah, there's all kinds of great reasons to join. Nobody has ever told me they regret joining. Usually after a while, they're just done ordering. They just drop. It's that easy, no pressure. It's, yeah, so easy to become a demonstrator. Basically, it's just an order. And then to end or finish, if you don't want to hold classes, nobody cares. You just enjoy the discount. But you just stop ordering and you're done. So no pressure for anybody. It's awesome. So you can join our fabulous flower bugs. All right, off my soapbox on that one. I think I covered all the promotions. So we're gonna do door prize. The door prize winner for last week to get a free tutorial from my shop was Denise Beckett. So I don't know if she's on, but Denise, congratulations. You can let me know which tutorial you want as a free gift from me. Okay, all right, let's get started with our projects. So the first, we're going to feature the Light and Wonder bundle today. And the Lights of Aurora designer paper, which of course I didn't bring, but you'll get to see some of it in one of the projects. So these are the dies, and they are scenic dies. So they create trees and mountains and clouds and water. Gorgeous, gorgeous scenes. So I'm going to share a card that I made, but I'm not going to make it today. It's just, I wanted, because I have so much to share, I wanted to save some time. So I'm going to share this card. Now this card, like I'm not going to make, but I'm going to show you how I did it, was cased from Amanda Mertz. So this is the card that I made today. Isn't that a beautiful scene? So you may not love purple mountains or orange sun or moon, but you know, you can change that and do whatever you want. But this is cloud cover cardstock. And let me just show you a few of these. So this is the water. Isn't that cool? That ends right here. It almost looks like the trees are over it, but no, this is the bottom. That's the water. And do you notice the little, hopefully you can see that, the little bits of water shimmer? That is done with the Wink of Stella. And all I did was take my Wink, besides doing the edge, I did all the edge of the water because water shimmers. I just did this and made some watermarks. And those show up so faintly, but it's just really cool that you're like, oh, that's water. So that's the first layer. Then the next one, I happen to have these left over from one of my club cards. I had multiples of these. And so these are 2 pieces of black underneath the water. And then above that is one complete set from Secret Sea. So not quite black, Secret Sea is under that. So this is, it's kind of showing right there. So of course these end up too long. So after you glue everything, you're gonna trim off the bottom. And then the mountain, so cool. So this is the mountain for the top, but I wanted a different heights and curves, so I flipped this one over. So the gorgeous grape is flipped over backwards, and the Highland Heather is not. So you're going to, if you're going to do this, you're going to want to cut these pieces, the purple pieces longer, so you have a little play with where your peaks are. And then I used a sponge dauber with Highland Heather ink and just sponged the tops. Now the moon or sun is Timid Tiger, and I used a sponge dauber to highlight that. And for the water, a little bit of Secret Sea on the top edge, just to give it some shadowing, and a little bit, of Timid Tiger at the top, just to shadow that sun. I'm not sure I love it on the cloud cover, but it does give a little bit of a highlight to the moon or sun, whatever. And the clouds are awesome. So there's 3 sets of 3 different cloud dies. Now there's other, like these are parts of the mountain. I didn't get into that, where you can add snow-capped mountains. It's it's such a thoughtful set of dies. Just cannot get over how wonderful these dies are for scene making. So yeah, you're welcome, Doris. Now, like I said, there's more. This one is, I believe, yeah, so those would be the white caps. You can do this in dark and the mountains in white. So this would be like, or say gray to be dirty snow, or white to be snow, and the rest are, you know, you can play with it. There's all kinds of samples on the on Pinterest or when you Google it. So have fun with this. But anyway, that is the card I'm not going to show today, but I wanted to show you how to use the dies and make the card. But let me show you the card we're going to make today. So this is our club card that we did this month, and I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but this designer paper, the Light and Wonder, or Lights of Aurora designer paper is available. But what you want to do first, I'm going to make a different one that's not on there, a different pattern, is first, before you do anything, you want to add, let me see, you might have to, oh, this one's low. I have so many Winks of Stella, and they tend to, yeah, this one has plenty in it, tend to run low. So I go to the light areas and follow those with my Wink of Stella to make them shine. And I don't know if you can see that, but it is just like, oh, it's glittery. You know, people who get this card will like think that you went over the top and had this beautiful paper. And you can go over it a few times because that just adds more wink and makes it even more showy. So that's your first step when you're using this paper. I highly encourage you to add Wink of Stella to your designer paper. Just simply gorgeous. Okay, all right, so one of these, yes, that fits that one. So this one is Pool Party, and this is Balmy Blue. So I use different papers depending on what color the background went with, because this paper has a little bit of Pool Party in it, and this one has more Balmy Blue in it. So I had to adjust my card base for the designer paper for each of my club members. So they got to pick their favorite. Okay, and then this, oh, and I did forget to bring my paper trimmer. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my paper trimmer. So if people wanted to have more of their paper showing, now I could choose either side, but I think I'm going to do this one. I let them trim off, say, 1/2 inch of their, I did it high just because of the greeting, and I'll explain that when I get to making that. But what's neat about this is I was able to get 2 pieces at a time. I think they're on the wrong sides, and so I just cut a bunch of squares of black and then die cut them. So very simply done. Now I did not trim the excess off. I had them do that. It was enough to do the die cutting, right? Okay. Glue that on. You don't have to put glue everywhere. It still stays without glue every little place. Okay, so now this, if you notice the ribbon, so I did a little technique here where I twisted it, and I'm going to do that here just because you know how to wrap ribbon on a regular card, but I'm going to show you this. Okay, so we're going to use tape runner. I'm going to just do one side, and I'm guessing about where I'm going to go a little higher. Okay, then you're going to start twisting on the back and continue to twist because you want it to start out twisted. See that? So it's just a matter of, I wanted it, I should say, to be twisted all the way and not flat and then twisted, if that makes sense. Okay, So this is such an easy card, and especially when you get 2 of those die cuts with, well, at a time when you're die cutting. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of Berry Burst, which is, this one doesn't have as much Berry Burst in it, but it still works. And I want it to be under that kind of rope. So I'm just going to add it there. Like I said, very, very easy card for the most part. I didn't show you the inside yet. The greeting we'll do in a minute. Oh, I'm going to move this off to this. Oops, I guess I can't move it too far off to the side since my glue was there. Showing most of the ribbon when you add your label. And this label is from Traditional Labels Dies, I think. So I am going to do, let's see. Here are the sets that I used on these cards. So the Sympathy is from here, the Sending Love right here, and I also wanted to do a thank you because this will be a thank you card for somebody, and the inside for somebody who places an order. The inside looks like that. So I use this. This is one of my favorite leafy, just kind of, it adds something. This is nature-y as seen, so leaves work, right? So that's what I did. Now this one, which I folded a different way, uses here. May your day be filled with wonder. That can be for anything, or it could be magic or light, or so. The greetings here are really cool that are in that bundle. So we're going to use Black Memento. This is my preferred black. We do have black StazOn, but you need StazOn cleaner when you're using StazOn with your stamps, and I prefer Black Memento for basic stamping. Okay, I'm not going to do, well, maybe I will do the inside just because it's so pretty. I stamped twice, once kind of high, and then, and always travel if your stamp is larger or large. So there's the inside, and I'm going to leave the rest blank. So that's it. Not much stamping. And we will finish with dimensionals, always dimensionals. And because I have minis, I'm going to add 4. It's also sandwiching that ribbon. So you want to either add more or try not to put it on top of that ribbon. There we go. And the inside. Okay, now to finish. Oh, these gems. I'm surprised we aren't out of these gems because they are so beautiful. And they go with this paper so wonderfully. They are called Frosted Iridescent Dots. So you can add whatever. Let's see, we'll add one down here. How about a purple, and maybe we'll do a blue. There we go. Card is done. Isn't that gorgeous? Love these cards. So yeah, these will be some of my thank yous because I have a few of these left to make. All right, so those are the projects today. If you just joined us, this is the other card I shared with this bundle with the dies. I shared how to put this together with the dies that go with this bundle. So you'll want to watch the replay to see how, if you own it or if you want it. All right, so let me show you my card kits for October. Some people have already ordered it. They caught on to, it was on my tutorial shop. I uploaded them a few days ago. So clearing out my area. All right, the first one uses the Modern Christmas, and I use the Ornamental Christmas stamp set for the greetings. You will, in the kit, you will receive the, let's see, iridescent foil dots and the gold and black twine. So let's see, they're all fun folds, of course. I love to do the fun fold cards. There's that one. Let's just scoop this up. And here is the one I shared last week. I wanted to do that as a kit to go. So let me see if this one, did I add a greeting? No, I didn't add greetings to those. So black, red, and white. And then we added some green to the mix here and did some granny apple green. A little bit of fussy cutting of some of the trees in the designer paper if you want to. You don't have to. And this one uses the sketch that I shared last week. So a sketch which I added to the tutorial. So let's see, that one goes like that. And this is all black, white, and gold paper. So you can use them, and some of the opposite sides are not gold themed, like this one. So you get a set of trees here, and this one opens like that. So isn't that beautiful? So I love these cards. Yeah. All right, so this one is called the Modern Christmas Kit, and I think it's $31 for the kit. Just the tutorial is $16, but you do get half a pack of the paper, and 6x12, you get the twine and the share of the gems in your kit. So about I think it's about $19 in product, plus 10 pre-cut cards. So it's a really good deal for $31. All right, so that's that one. Next, I did traditional, let's see, Traditions of Christmas is the designer paper, and you get a share of the pretty sparkling sequins and old olive thread. Here is the first card. So this is from the paper. Of course, there's some of the paper too. I did die cut this with the die that's included in the bundle with this, but you can also fussy cut it. So that's the first card. Here is the second one. So it's kind of a different fun fold where the base is a solid 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but this is on the base, and you put your strips right up to the edge. So that's a fun one. And here is a flap card. Remember, all the die cutting is done for you. A little bit of fussy cutting of that flower in the designer paper. There's another sheet that does that. I love this one. Now this one, I don't know if Tina's watching, but Tina, I cased you. Tina sent me a birthday card. She's my team member and friend from Bismarck, and I cased it. So I love this bookbinding Dutch, I don't think it's a Dutch door, center opening card. I don't know what you call it. And then lastly is this one. So remember, you get the die cuts all and the punches all done for you. 10 cards, $31 for the kit, and $20 in product approximately. So those are my kits to go. So you can go to flowerbugshop.com to pre-order and reserve your kit. I only have a certain amount because I ordered this paper before it went away. I saw it was in low inventory, and I ordered a bunch of the paper. So I have it. I keep a watch on the inventory really closely, and then I have to limit the amount of people who can order it. So I know you did, Doris. Thank you so much. You ordered both kits already. I really appreciate that. You're so good about ordering my kits. I know you like them. All right. Yeah, don't forget to order the kits. They're limited supply on some of them. They mail out at the end of the month. The tutorial is yours immediately, along with a video. I show a video on how to assemble these cards. So you will not wonder, how do I make that with that flap or the special die, or flip-flap type card. So yeah, it's all in the videos, just exclusively for you and my team members, the videos are. So, all right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment to be in the door prize drawing, and I will see you next Tuesday. Thanks so much, everybody, but please don't forget about the kit sale. Don't want you to miss the fabulous kit sale. And again, if anybody wants to join my team, please do. I have a link on my blog, and I will add a link in this video as well for you to do that. All right, thanks. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.